You're live.
Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to the monthly Vue Storefront live stream. Uh, this month we have some interesting guests, and we also have updates, mostly regarding the integrations and also about the new release of Vue Storefront. So I'm not taking it any longer, and I'm passing my voice to Aitor.
Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome to our monthly update, our monthly community update. And let's start our monthly news, November news. So let's start talking about our new Vue Storefront version 2.5.0 that was just released. And it's good to talk about this new version because it brings our new update for the next composition API. Because right now, from until now, we just were using the old composition API, the beta 21, and after this update, we are bringing the next composition API, which features a lot of new composables and good composables like the use meta and use fetch and the ability to use the newest version of the composition API. So we are getting a step closer to the newest updates for the next. And our idea is to get as much as possible to the newest updates to the libraries. So we'll get everyone closer for when it's ready to release for the next version for Nux. We are ready to be there. Also, we did a lot of research, a lot of load testing with our clients, with our community. And after our extensive load testing, we done a great additions and great improvements to the performance of our library. So on this new version, you're gonna see a huge performance boost on your store using this new version. So the idea that we had is like we want to always keep improving the performance on your storefront. So that's why in this new version, you're gonna see a new boost on your storefront. As always, when you're releasing a new version, you're gonna find a lot of new bug fixes, and this is not different. And with this new version, a lot of new bug fixes were done, and those bug fixes were done to the new core module, to the next middleware, and our base theme that generates some of our base components. So if you are interested in update your current integration, your current storefront, you can follow our migration guide on our documentation. And it's simple, it's easier, and it won't take your time more than 30 minutes to update to the latest version. And you are ready to go to the latest version of Vue Storefront. And for now, let's talk about Storefront UI.
Yes, and with Storefront UI, we have some exciting news. We have a new leader who joined with Storefront as a company, is right now leading the Storefront UI. Actually, it is a person who was part of Storefront UI team for quite some time, so you may even know her. So please welcome Ania Musiał, and Ania Musiał will deliver the update on the later version.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm very happy to be back. And regarding the update on Storefront UI, then since the latest version, we deployed 2 smaller updates with lots of bug fixes, of course, and improvements on accessibility. We plan to release in more regular cycles. So far, it's going pretty good. So let's hope we can keep that. As stabilization is what we have, is our top priority right now. We continue our work on cleaning up and improving the docs. Now, thanks to our team member Adam, amazing work, we can see what CSS custom properties are available for each component. So big kudos to him. And in upcoming releases, besides stabilizing the library, we want to focus on improving the accessibility, as this is very important to us. We've already improved the semantics of the library, but more good things are coming soon. And the last thing I want to talk about is making the lib even lighter by creating more JavaScript-free components and reducing the bundle. Of course, as always, we are open to contributors, so feel free to reach out to us on our Storefront UI Discord channel. Thanks.
So much, Anya. And so now let's talk about Shopify, our Shopify integration. As you may know, our Shopify integration was updated. And with this new update, it brings to the new version of Vue Storefront UI, 2.5.0. So if you guys using our Shopify integration, you can already use the next composition API composables without any problem. And also the Shopify integration team brought improved CEO features to the Shopify integration product page and category page with new metadata being fetched through the Shopify API, and a lot of bug fixes and a lot of improvements under the hood. So we're gonna get a more stable, a more enhanced integration done for the team. Also, I want to introduce a new team member from the Vue Storefront team, Jeff Paltera, is the new team member for the Shopify integration. And he joined the Shopify integration for some time. And I want to share the news with you guys. And if you want to check more about the Shopify integration and check how the Shopify integration is going to be made in the future, what the new features that are going to be developed, the issues that are going to be fixed, bugs, and any new enhancements, you can check the roadmap. It's public. It's available on the GitHub repository. Just go to the projects tab and you're going to find the public repository under the Shopify integration. For now, let's talk about Venger with Jacob. Hi, Jacob.
Hi, hello. Yeah, so there are a lot of things that are going on in the Venger integration right now. So basically, we are closing in all issues and all bugs that we have found recently. And we are aiming to release the version 1.0 until the end of the month. So basically, all the required features are implemented, thankfully by the recent contribution by our three new contributors, Justyna, Adam, and Michael. So now we have features like forgot password functionality, or changing user email, or static support for static pages. And so we have some few bugs left, but there is also one feature that we are missing right now, which is the integration with the payment gateway. So we're planning to integrate with one of two modules that are currently available in Next, which are the modules for Adyen and Stripe. So we will choose one of them to show how you can have a integration with the payment gateway in your Vue Storefront and Venger integration. And last but not least, we are, as always, we are trying to be as close to the contributors, to the community, because this whole project was basically made by the contributors. So if you are interested in this, as I'm calling it, full stack open source e-commerce, make sure to reach to me or to anyone in the Venger channel. And I think that will be it from my side.
Hater, I believe you're on mute, but I believe you were introducing me and the new extension.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for this. I want to introduce Rafal. He's the CTO for Upside Lab, and he will be talking about Spree and the integration that he done. And it's all stage for you, Rafal.
Thank you, Hater. Thank you for inviting me here. Hi, everyone. My name is Rafal Cymerys. I'm the CTO of Upside, and I'm one of the people responsible for the new integration for Vue Storefront, which is Spree. For those who don't know Spree, this is an open source Ruby on Rails based framework for e-commerce that caters for fairly complex e-commerce scenarios like subscriptions, build to order products, or marketplaces. So it's available here where you need that for anything that's custom, that's beyond the standard e-commerce. In the recent year, Spree put a lot of effort to go headless, to enable APIs and enable all features for APIs. And Vue Storefront is a natural addition to that ecosystem. So together with our great contributors, and at this moment, I would like to thank Daniel and Piotrek from Upside, also Tomek from Spark Solutions, which is the company that maintains Spree, and of course to the Vue Storefront team. So with this great team, we were able to deliver the first version of the integration that is based on Vue Storefront 2.4.0. And it seems like based on haters updates, we will need to update it very soon to 2.5.0. The integration itself is compatible with Spree 4.2 Plus, although some features are only available in the latest Spree versions. Regarding the roadmap, currently we're working on the final sign-off for version 1.0. So we're doing a lot of testing internally just to make sure that whatever we publish is stable. It is stable already, but just a few small fixes coming up. And at the same time, we're also working on updating the documentation, because with the beta version, we got a lot of feedback from community regarding what's worth mentioning and explaining in a clear manner. For example, things related to deployment that can be sometimes confusing. So expect that coming up soon as well. And at the same time, we're also open for new contributors. So we'll be very happy if you'd like to get involved. If you're interested in contributing, we created some sample issues in our GitHub repository. We also marked some of them as low barrier to entry. So if you'd like to try yourself and make some small improvements, feel free to take a look at that. And you should have a good starting point. So we'll be happy to have you on board, and we'll welcome any contributions coming up from the community. So that's pretty much it. Expect more developments over the upcoming months. But the first version is already there. So if you're on Spree, or if you know any companies on Spree, give it a try. It's a great upgrade, especially compared to other tools available for Spree.
Thank you so much, Rafal. And I want to share with you guys first, before our Q&A session, that we're currently hiring. You can check our job position at our site. We have the hiring job position at vuejobs.com, or on our comment on the news, you can check also. So it's good to share this news with you guys as well.
If you are properly motivated, you will find it anyway.
Yeah. So,
okay,
so as always, Q&A time.
So if you have any questions about Vue Storefront itself, about our strategy for the future, maybe you not agree with something that we are doing, or maybe you see some improvements for the community, all of that feedback is very welcome. And we'll be here for at least 10 more minutes to answer all the questions that you could have. Don't be shy.
Always here to share with you guys the news and answer all your questions.
By the way, while we are waiting for questions, on the GitHub of Spree integration, we already have some good first issues. So if you'd like to contribute, that's probably a unique occasion before someone will pick them.
Yeah, it's good to share the message with the community. Some of our repositories are already marked with good first issues. So be part of the community, share your contribution and create a single PR. Even a single documentation PR is good, because improve for another developer who is joining. So all PR is valid PR.
Yeah, and one thing worth mentioning is also that if you're contributing to Spree's extension, the maintainer of Spree itself does a lot of work around the APIs to improve them to, make the whole headless approach more seamless. So they are also very actively coordinating the works with the Vue Storefront integration. So you may even get some feedback from them, or if you have any problems with integrations, they will be very happy to also get involved and to even build some additional features for you. That's a very, very nice collab here.
Okay. If you don't have any questions, we'll be leaving in 2 minutes. So if you want to keep us, you can ask about something stupid.
I know, guys, you have some questions. Just shout to us. Don't be shy.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a question. It could be criticism as well, or some great ideas. Anyway, we are here for you. And if you will even have questions afterwards, we are still active on Discord. So if you are shy, there is still an opportunity.
Always ping us, and we're all able to answer you guys. I think people are too shy today.
Yeah. Okay, I think we can finish right now. Oh, okay. And here it is. The one and only. Hey, Daniel. Okay. So it's not actually a question, it's an endorsement. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
We're doing our best, and we have a lot of plans regarding the community itself. This is why we hired Aitor, and this is why we're hiring more people to the developer experience team, to have better boilerplates, to have all of that organized better for the community, to also have boilerplates for different types of integrations, so not only e-commerce, but also CMS integration, payment integration, all the other ones. Also, if you have any feedback so far regarding this, would be great if you could send us.
The development and using the repositories is always good to improve.
Yeah, apart from the fact that API client doesn't have an HMR.
Yeah. It's the good old restart HMR.
Yeah, this is something that we are addressing, but by design it's not so easy because it is actually a sub-process of Next. Like if you read the documentation carefully, you will see that by default the middleware is working inside Next.js process. And that is slightly problematic.
You can send the feedback on Discord. You can send the feedback here if you want. You can send the feedback.
Yeah, you can send it to either me or Aitor on private, or you could open a discussion on Discord as well.
It'll be a pleasure to see it. Yeah, the process of debugging is also something very hard, especially with VS Code. We have some snippets that were shared, but it's something because, as Philip was saying, it's part of the sub process, so we have to create special layers of debugging. So for VS Code, it's more difficult to start the debugging process rather than for the JetBrains IDEs, where it can understand more easily the layers to process the debugging attachments for the node.
But I think we can share the snippets that we have internally for that, for VS Code, right?
Yeah, we shared a long time ago. We shared back then, but also it's hard to understand how to use it. It's not so simple how to use it.
Yeah, the debugging on the middleware side, it is actually something that was brought up a few times already. I think we improved that slightly, but we are also aware that there is still a lot to change. Potentially, we will change the middleware itself a little bit to make it just easier to debug, because this is more like, hard to debug by design, because we try to keep that within the Next.js process. Where the snippets can be found? That's a great question, Aitor.
They have to do some research on Discord, but I can paste it again on Discord and pin them. There won't be a problem.
Enrique, just write directly to Aitor. We'll send you this, and in the meantime, perhaps we should just put that on some gist or on our docs.
And we're gonna have it more easily to be found.
Cool. Okay. Last minute to ask the question, and we see each other in a month.
Thank you so much, Hick. Thank you so much. It's all a pleasure to help the community.
Okay, so I think that's it. So thanks so much for being with us. If you have any questions that you forgot to ask that will pop up in your head right after we finish the stream, don't hesitate to just post them on Discord or via DMs, preferably on public channels, because then others can also engage in the conversation, maybe add something from their side. And well, thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.